Yo, what's up? It's your boy Vince. Yeah, man. I think it was just 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna do point open a case against Jub Jub over rape that happened obviously decades ago. So, yeah, what is funny is that we all know about rape, right? Because I remember one time I was at ENCA and no, not ENCA, CNA and the bookshop. I picked up a magazine. I see Amanda Dupont on a cover. And suddenly, when I read the story, you know, suddenly Amanda says, when I was a teenager, I was 17 years old. I used to be raped by my then boyfriend, and sometimes I didn't feel like having sex, and she would force himself on me. And I'm thinking, hey man, who's a boyfriend at the time? And what came to my mind at the time was, no, this guy is talking about must be Jub Jub. I said that because the magazine was I think that article was written about, it was 2015 if I'm not mistaken, on a magazine. And you can imagine now it's 2023, so it was a long time ago. If you look at it, and she was complaining about it then. She was crying out for help then, saying, no, when I was raped, when I was 17, I used to live in Johannesburg. I didn't have money. I didn't know where to go, where I can stay, and I stayed with my boyfriend, and he used to rape me when I didn't feel like having sex. So, and she complained about that. Yeah, she didn't even build the case those days. She just said, when I feel like I don't want to have sex, I didn't want to have sex. She forced himself onto me, and I was like, no, this is Jub Jub, because I had she was dating Jub Jub around those years, and I thought, no, this must be a Jub Jub. So what happened is that one time I'm chilling with my friend, and he says to me, Amanda Dupont says I was raped when I was still a teenager. I think this is an interview right now. I don't know, maybe it's one of these podcasts, the interview or TV. He said, no, Amanda Dupont said, I think the interview happened last year, around 2022, where Amanda Dupont said that she was raped and when she was still a teenager. And I'm thinking, now it's happening again. She's still continuing with this thing. Amanda Dupont of saying I was raped when I was a teenager. And my friend told me that, and my friend told me that people said it's Jub Jub who raped you. And I'm thinking, hey man, people commented it's Jub Jub, and that's the first reaction that came to me when I read the article in 2015, that it was Jub Jub who raped Amanda. And yeah, I mean, it happened that way. So everybody knows Amanda was raped by her then boyfriend, and we all assume it's Jub Jub. So now Amanda Dupont has come out to open a case of rape against Jub Jub. And so it confirms our theories or our predictions that this might be Jub Jub. And but what's strange this time around is that she is building her case. I was raped. That's what she says, and she says that she was even threatened to be killed. Say, if you don't want to sleep with me, I will kill you. And she built a case. She said so many things. Jub Jub is arrested. He's facing so many charges, including attempted murder, or just many cases. Maybe not attempted murder, but she threatened to kill Amanda. Let me just put it that way. And I'm thinking, yeah, now suddenly I feel like Amanda is building a case, because when she was talking about the rape, she said it in a simple way. She was not building a case. She was not even about opening a case. She didn't even know that someday she will get to the point where she want to open a case against Jub Jub or whatever. Or maybe because Jub Jub was in jail, she knew she want to open a case, but she wasn't sure how he to go about it. But then she was not building a case. She was telling the truth, simple truth. She said, I used to live with my boyfriend in Johannesburg at one point. I didn't know where to go. I used to live with him, and when I didn't feel like I should have sex, I can have sex, she forced himself into me. That's what Amanda Dupont had said. She said she forced to have sex with me even when I didn't feel like it. And that is the truth that Amanda Dupont is spoken. And I believe in my heart that that is the truth that Amanda Dupont is telling. And right now, obviously, currently, when she opened the case, she built a case. When she opened the case, she built it. She said a lot of things like, they threatened to kill me, they did this, they do that, because the charges were many. I've seen it on Twitter. The charges were quite plenty. And I'm thinking to myself, no, I think Amanda, maybe she might be spicing things up a bit with murder and stuff, because when somebody threatens to kill you, yeah, she's no longer a boyfriend, she's an enemy, and but yeah, I wanna say she lies on a case or anything like that, but it's quite belief for us to believe when she builds case. But what she said on a magazine in 2015, that when this man when this man, Amanda, said, I don't want to sleep with you, he forced himself into him. She wasn't putting himself into her. I believed it. I truly believed that Amanda, to point when she didn't feel like having sex, the man forced himself into her. I truly believed it. With all my heart. I think if that is Jub Jub, I think she's guilty as charged, according to me. I hear many people coming in defense of Jub Jub, but I believe the article which Amanda DuPont narrated in 2015, I believe that article, because she had no reason then to lie. It was 2015, remember that, and Jub Jub was in jail. She didn't have no reason. She was not opening a case. So if you're not opening a case, there's no reason for you to lie. It was not for even PR. There's no PR. You can't just play a PR campaign based on rape. No PR campaign like that. And so I think she was telling the truth in 2015, but now because she's saying a lot of things, I find it difficult to believe everything else, like murder and what and whatnot, the entire case. But what she says in 2015 about this man forcing himself into me when I didn't feel like have sex, I believe that with all my heart. And we believe that Amanda was actually raped, because not the first time she has spoken about it. Even my friends spoken about it, that Amanda said that on an interview. I don't know where did he see the interview, because it's a big thing. And finally, Amanda opened a case in July of 2023. Finally, I feel like she was crying out. She was still hurt. She was not healed. It's not easy thing to get healed from rape. It's a spiritual thing. You just can't just be released from rape. So I think she struggled with it, Amanda, for some time, and she's still not healed. She's still not healed, and now is hurting. At this point, is hurting, and she has opened a case. And the man might be found to be guilty. Now, I don't know how this man is going to get out of this situation, because unless Amanda failed to prove beyond reasonable doubt that she was raped, because, sometimes it's all about evidence, it's all about witnesses, can she have a witness or what? If she failed to prove, maybe this man can get away with it. But yeah, so far, imagine this man going back to jail. He just came back from jail right now over culpable homicide charges. He's back from jail, and we defended him when it came to culpable homicide. We said this was not murder. It was not murder. It was culpable homicide. And indeed, it was culpable homicide. And she had 4 years for culpable homicide. She's back. We are happy. And suddenly now Amanda said Jub Jub did this. And now suddenly we're like, nah, when it comes to a rape, plain rape, I can't defend you. But maybe I can defend you if they say you say you're gonna murder her and many other stuff. I can defend you in many other stuff. But rape, simply me rape. The girl doesn't want to do it, and you forced yourself into her and say, no, let's do. No, that one, Chief, no, that one, I can't come to defense, Chief. Rape is rape, according to me. No is no. So there's no anything else I can help her with. It's a boyfriend, that's really kind of Samson. Bye bye.